Welcome to Chat with Sammy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chat with Savvy again. Today we're joined by Mark. So he'll be joining us in just a moment. We're just getting all online and clicking in and joining each other. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. We've just been relaxing and just sorting out the computers today. So it's been nice, it's been chilled. Enjoying the sunshine. It's really, really sunny. I don't know if everyone's got the sun today, but I hope you all have. Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
all right. Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, God, I'm all right, thank you. Have you had a good weekend?
Yeah, good. Busy.
Yeah.
Gig last night, and then been to the beach today with the family. So,
Oh, nice one.
how about
Oh,
yourself?
yeah, it's been nice and chilled today. We've had the sunshine out, so I'm happy.
Day?
So, have you had a busy week?
Yeah, just sort of standard, really. A few gigs and the family. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Obviously, I know yourself from the seeing you perform in Yarmouth, haven't I? So the
Oh, yeah.
band's done really good.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying you'll come on the show as well. So it'd be nice to
I'm
give
not
you a
very
shout.
interesting, really.
It's
But I
okay.
do a
It's
few
good.
gigs, and then I just do family at the seaside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good though. It's nice because you get that time with everyone and then you get to perform at the same time. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live a wild life or anything. You know what I mean? Not.
Yeah. That's okay. It's all about pursuing the passion, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
How did you get into it all?
What, playing guitar and I know I
Yeah.
wanted to play guitar. It took me till about 11 to get a hold of a guitar.
Yeah.
I did. I've still got it, the first one.
Oh, which one did you get?
Oh, that's just like a Spanish guitar. It's still hanging on the wall that my parents got me. Christmas
Yeah.
1985.
Nice.
Um, but obviously, before that, I was trying to make them out of cardboard boxes and elastic bands.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like Brian Setzer on the telly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Top the tops.
That sounds cool, though. I remember doing that with the guitars and the
Well,
the
tennis,
elastic
you
bands.
know what I mean? Tennis in
Yeah.
front of the mirror.
That
Bad
sounds.
position, isn't it? But
And how was you picking it up? Did you find it easy?
no, it was really difficult. Very.
Yeah,
It's not easy. I always joke now. People say I always say it's easy. It's like making money is the difficult bit,
yeah,
but it's not. It wasn't easy when I started.
I get it, yeah.
Struggled a bit. I can't remember. See, the thing is, I picked up the guitar and it was right-handed, and I'm left-handed.
Okay,
I didn't realise, so I just used both my hands and learned it right-handed.
yeah. Does it
So,
make a difference then when you're playing?
well, I don't know. I tried later on. I tried like a left-handed guitar, and I can't play left-handed.
Okay, that's interesting that then, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a cardboard guitar on the wall. It's not real.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a life-size cardboard cutout thing that someone gave me. It was like a display, ex-display thing. So
Oh,
the wall in
wow.
the bedroom, which my wife loves that.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say it looks cool.
well, yeah, quite cool. But just to clarify, that's not actually a real guitar.
There you go. It does actually look real from here, it
Yeah,
does, but that's pretty awesome, that.
yeah. It's all right, that, isn't it?
That's
Oh,
it. And
I thought I'd explain.
yeah. And what does the family like? Do they enjoy going to the performances or do they stay and hear about it all afterwards?
Yeah, not really. I mean, my wife used to come. I met my wife at a gig actually,
Oh, nice.
nearly a decade ago now. But obviously, our kids are quite little, and they're not mainstream kids, so they're not really sort of out at night so much.
Yeah.
My adult son, Sig, he came with me. He's 19. He used to come and like lift a load of gear, but he doesn't so much now because he's getting a bit older. But he come played at the Hells Angels in Kent
Oh,
2 weeks.
nice.
I said, "Do you want to come down the Hells Angels?" He was up for that one, so he come along to that.
Oh, that's cool, that.
My oldest daughter, she don't so I don't think she's been to a gig since she was 10. She's 24 now, so and
Yeah.
the little ones are in bed, so
Oh, bless them. Yeah, 'cause a lot of the gigs are late, aren't they?
yeah, they are, yeah. And I mean, I've got the two bands, so one of them's like more local, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was out Horsham last night, which is only like half an hour inland from here. Obviously, the band
Right.
works all over the country, yeah. So
Oh, nice. Do you still go up to Yarmouth and that?
got one in Yarmouth August. We're not at the Elvis Festival this year, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've done the last 2 years, so they're having all different bands. I'm sure we'll be back. I used to do that gig when I've been in other bands before I had my own band as well, so I know them all well. But they
Oh, that's good.
here really, they need to vary it a little bit.
Yeah, they need to keep
Or in May.
changing.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're not even doing it this year at that holiday place. We were good.
no, they've changed the venue, I believe.
Yeah, they're moving down the road.
But I think that venue was getting a bit greedy with the money they wanted and everything off the company, so
I get, yeah.
sort of thought, well, I can get a better deal than that.
Yeah.
I
And
think companies,
yourselves was really good there.
yeah, it's a nice venue. Yeah, definitely good. Been there for years, hasn't it? So
It's,
if you go this year, you'll have to let me know what the new venue's like.
yeah, yeah, we'll have to let you know. We're always
Yeah,
down there.
I'm sure we'll be back at some point.
That's, I know we always wait for like yourselves and that to come on because we've gone before and you can tell when people are winging it and you can tell the ones that are really trying hard and are practicing everything. So it's really nice when you get like people like yourselves go on there.
Well, that's good that you say that because we never had a rehearsal.
I mean, yeah.
We never had.
Uh,
My bands have ever had a rehearsal.
haven't you?
No. When
Oh,
I played
wow.
Johnny Earl used to like rehearsals. Bless him. He's a lovely fellow, good friend of mine. But he used to like to have a lot of rehearsals, Johnny.
Yeah,
Wife was like, "Why you got to have a rehearsal?" It's like you don't rehearse, but Johnny liked to get all his vocals. You know,
I get
depends what
you.
you're doing. You know, if you're just doing rock and roll stuff. I mean, if you don't know it by now,
That's it. Yeah.
and
It's
then
like,
a new song, you can just like when you do a sound check, you can just sort of work the new song up. You know what I mean? And
I
then
get you.
a few times on gigs, it gets. You know what I mean? It comes sort of into its own thing. Like you get certain things that you do. And eventually you go back and listen to the original. You go, "Oh, there's nothing like that, is it?" You know what I mean? It
You
comes
changed
like,
that.
it's good to do things in your own way, you know.
That's put your own spin on it.
Yeah, indeed.
As it always sounded like it's been practice. So I guess it's just how you've been playing it at all the different places. I suppose every gig's like a big rehearsal, isn't it?
I guess so. Yeah, and if you're playing a lot, you know, then you're well. It's not rusty, is it? If you have a little bit of time off, I guess it'd be more rusty.
That's what would you recommend to people that wants to take on guitar? I know my son wants to learn. He's like yourself, he's left-handed mainly. So I never knew that it'd have a difference with the guitars.
Well, I mean, these days they do a lot left-handed guitars now. It's quite a mainstream thing. They never used to. I think back in originally, people used to turn the instrument around and readjust it and stuff. I think
Yeah.
I'd recommend people to get a proper job. That would be my advice.
Yeah.
A bit of bank or something.
Yeah, do it for fun and you always got to have a backup. I think no matter
I
what job.
just learn and practice and join a band and have a laugh. You know what I mean? And see what comes of it.
That's
Lots of practice. I mean, I say I don't rehearse now, but like obviously you do practice a lot and you know, sort of learn your trade, don't you? So yeah,
that's
for a long time.
Can you still remember the first gig you did?
No,
No.
I probably remember some first gigs I did, but not a particular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a particular one. I can't remember gigs I did last year really.
Oh, bless you.
I got sort of, and you go somewhere and you go, oh yeah, I remember this place, or you'd be like, which place is that? Oh, it's the one with the nice kebab shop. You remember it from like food down the road.
I get, yeah.
Oh, I remember them steps. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's to go to sort of quite a lot.
Yeah, I suppose when you keep going to all different ones, it's just like another day, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, people say, I mean, obviously with Troubadours, we do travel around the country. Don't I mean I do more, a lot more local stuff than I used to. Maybe a little bit less travelling. People say it must be nice to see all those places, right? But they all look the same, right? Motorway,
Yeah.
back steps of a social club or whatever, or a venue, and possibly a travel lodge. It all looks the same all around the country. I've no idea what anything looks like except for time
Oh, wow.
and travel lodges that all look the same. And let's say back steps and loading into it all looks the same to me. I don't know what anywhere looks like.
Okay. You don't get
Go
much
there,
chance.
do it, and you drive back overnight. You know what I mean? And
That's
you
it.
being like a zombie afterwards. I don't know. It
Oh.
must be nice to see all those places. I've no idea.
Nice if you get more time. I suppose it'd be nicer if you get to take the family with you, then you can spend more time there and do more stuff, couldn't you?
I mean, it is nice, sometimes like the Elvis Festival, they give you a caravan and it's quite a long
That's nice.
day, which is nice because you get to chat to people and then you get to make a thing of it. But I mean, with family commitments, you don't want to do it too often. Also, the thing is, then you drive back the next day and it takes 3 times as long. Don't
Yeah.
drive home in the middle of the night when there's no traffic.
Okay.
Unless there's road closures, there's always road closures in the middle of the night, by the way. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a lot quicker and better, in a way, driving home in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But
Makes it a bit easier.
it's nice to stay sometimes. Got a couple coming up beginning of May, going to Batley on a Friday and then Torquay on a Sunday.
Oh, nice.
The weekend at Torquay, that would be maybe a nice day for,
That's and is that at one of the social clubs there? 'Cause I know there's a few people on my friends list that are down that way, so they might want to check it out.
It's a hotel and I really don't have the details. The promoter would kill me for this because I should have all the yeah, this weekender, but it's a really good weekender. It's a really nice, very classy hotel. So if you want to go to it, I don't know if there's tickets left. It's next month, the weekend of the 8th, 10th of May, and you need to speak to Mike Burrows, who's on Facebook, if you want to book a ticket. There you go, Mike.
There you go. He'll be happy now. He'll appreciate the plug. You get them people down there.
It's a good weekender. It's not a holiday camp weekender. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not one of those. You know what I mean?
That's
Lots of good bands.
and what's it like with performing live? Do you get to enjoy having all that feedback and seeing everyone going up and joining in?
Oh, for a minute, when you said feedback, I thought you meant like from the guitar. Like when you
Ah, yeah.
right, stick it in front of the amp, nice, nice and. Um, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm not really into attention. Do you know what I mean? That's what I said to you. I'm really sort of not very interesting person. I'm just like a family person at home at the sea. I mean, it's nice. People appreciate it, and I always make time to talk to them, as you know, because
Yeah.
we always make time. But when people start telling you really good, it's a bit you don't know where to put yourself. I
Okay.
crap, which is fine by me. Do you know what I mean?
It's nice
Everyone's
though.
a good time and they enjoy it, then that's why you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make people happy. That's why I do music. Same reason in the week solo, I take my acoustic guitar and I go and play for the dementia people.
That's
That's
nice.
sort of my weekday job. And that's nice. That makes them happy. That's what it's all about. Everyone has a good time.
That's
Enjoy the music. You know.
A lot of people say that music really does help with memories, doesn't it? Helps them to remember things.
It does, yeah. It's interesting with the playing for the dementia people, definitely. You know, some lady said to me the other day, I can hear my mum shouting for me to turn it down from upstairs. You know what I mean? Like,
That's cool. It's like them triggers, and it's nice because a lot of people who do gigs. They tend to like they're not still humble, so it's really nice to see that yourselves and who you play with. It's nice to see that humbleness there with it all, and just doing it for the fun of just doing it.
yeah, I mean, we're just people. I don't, you know, people say, oh, that's really talented, but I don't know, is it? I mean, like, you know, you practice a lot for over 40 years, you get good at something, but, you know, I don't know, like, yeah, definitely not into ego, but then, you know, I don't know what it's like to be Paul McCartney. You know what I mean? That's
Okay,
the thing, isn't it?
yeah.
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 But I don't know. Some people, you do meet some people that maybe do have an ego. You know, I tend to stick with people that are nice and chilled out and, you know, not into themselves. That's the sort of musicians I like to be around and play with, you know.
That's it. And it is better when you're like in the crowd watching it. It's nicer to get that sort of genuine sort of performance there and not just doing it for the attention. It is nice because you can see the enjoyment of just playing it. And I think that's why you enjoy listening to it just as much.
Yeah. I mean, going back to what you said, I mean, I don't necessarily like attention, but it is nice, like when you like the Elvis Festival, when you're speaking to people. And I always try and make time to speak to people at gigs, and you know what I mean?
That's
Totally. Because that's why you're there for the people, isn't it? You know?
yeah, yeah. They all sort of go and dress up. It's quite a nice event, that one.
Yeah. And then they want, if you're in your suit, they want a picture with you. And I've always got all the time in the world for people in that respect, you know.
So I know me and the family college you all, didn't we?
It's, yeah.
Yeah, the kids loved it.
Yeah, bless them. Kids being dragged out of Elvis stuff by their parents. So they like it.
Ah. Oh, they do that. Yeah, they
Rock off.
got into it. Because me and my mum used to always listen to it all the time, and we still do. And like my family, one of them is related to Elvis. So it's like
Okay.
distant cousins. So it's nice to get that connection there and go and just have a great night. So the kids just enjoy the whole atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. Everyone's just friendly. They're so polite and they just have a good time with everybody there and good music.
I think there's three different sort of eras of Elvis for me. You know, you've got early rockabilly Elvis. I love that. That's great stuff. Sun Records and a bit of the RCA stuff,
Yeah,
original trio, you know. And then you've got the film stuff or the soundtrack stuff. And then
yeah,
you see the Vegas band. And I have to say it's the early Elvis for me. I'm not really I don't really watch the films. The band, the Elvis band were very good, but it was a very big theatrical thing. Do you know what I mean? For me, I like
yeah.
rock and roll with a, you know, a double bass and drums and
That's
early Elvis records. I wouldn't criticize the rest of it because everybody likes something different.
yeah,
For me, it's the early stuff with Elvis.
yeah. I like his earlier stuff, but I like the Jealous Rock one. It's like mixture.
That's probably one of the better sort of film songs, isn't it?
That's it.
Like a Wooden Heart. I'm not so sure about all that kind of stuff. You know, it's
Yeah,
hit and miss with the quality control. But Elvis always a fantastic, you know, one of the best singers. You know,
that's
some really is possibly a greater rock and roll singer. You know what I mean? In terms of voice quality and you know, always a great performer. Elvis. I can see why the Vegas thing was so big. You know, and
yeah,
the stage. You know, at the Hot Rod Hayride with a double bass and snare drum, it was always going to get much bigger than that. You know.
yeah. That's
Shoot some of the people that wrote the songs and the scripts for the films, but
It
yeah,
is great. They have all the cars and everything as well, don't they?
oh
All the
yeah,
the
like Elvis. Yeah, there's a few cars in there. Jeff always brings his van, his truck.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that's fine.
pictures.
No, my Marilyn and Carl, they've got a club in Great where we're playing in August. They've got that, the green bit
Oh,
is always there.
yeah.
Remember what kind of car it is.
Oh, nice. That's a Chevy, isn't it? Is it Chevy?
So yeah, I can't.
Cadillac?
But we had a few photos with it. I think it's. She'll tell you. She tell me off for not knowing enough. Oh,
I know we go and we have a little look as we're walking past because you don't see nothing like it nowadays.
no. I mean, they're very ornate, aren't they? The 50s cars. I was always into muscle cars. 70s, 80s muscle cars because that's my
Yeah,
child. I,
yeah,
I maybe know more about those kind of cars. I don't have one.
yeah.
Really boring functional car that I can stick all the gear into and drive to gigs. We have
Well,
it's my daughter's ability car. And my car, just as long as it runs, change the oil and you know what I mean.
that's it.
I don't into cars anymore.
Oh, our car's playing up. All the electrics, they're doing what it wants to do.
Is it a Citroen?
It's a Volkswagen.
Oh, is it? That's German. That shouldn't be like that.
I know. It's a Turan,
Oh,
and it's like an MPV.
okay.
So, but it just wants to drive at whatever speed it wants in cruise control, so you can't put it in cruise control.
No, okay.
But
Thank you.
but guitars are pretty cool though. I had an accident with a guitar.
Did you?
Yeah, I was playing it and then the door went and I got up too quick and I whacked my head with it and cut all
Did
my eyebrow.
you break it?
Not the guitar, no. The guitar was safe. What's your favourite guitar?
That I own?
Yeah, or played.
Probably that big orange Gretsch that I've got.
Yeah,
That still comes out where there's a stage and it's separate from the audience. That still comes out. It doesn't come out anymore in a sweaty room where the audience are right on top of you because it's 35 years old, whatever. It's just too valuable to like. I didn't take it last night. I've got another Gretsch.
yeah.
Be the other Gretsch, the cheaper Gretsch that I've got, maybe my favourite in terms of how it plays. But the orange Gretsch, like that one, the Eddie Cochran had that. I mean,
Yeah.
classic. That comes out wherever there's a stage and somewhere with it that it's not going to get knocked over. But yeah, the two Gretches really. I've got a nice Gibson acoustic which I use, for my caravan stuff. That's great. Got other guitars that I mess around with. I've just been rebuilding a guitar that my son and I found in the street
Oh, nice.
2 weeks ago. So it's almost finished, but it was in a
Yeah.
state. So I like doing things like that. Most of my guitars are, get the treatment. You know what I mean? They get hot rodded and change
Uh,
swap things, mess about. I'm
that's
tape measure, just checking the height of the strings from the fretboard, or checking the height of the pickups. Always doing something, adjusting them. You know what I mean? Or just
oh,
put another bit in.
yeah.
Except for the big orange one, I don't mess with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just get someone else to do that one.
No, the only thing I don't do is soldering because I can't solder. I've got a friend that solders, but everything else, the orange one, you don't really want to touch because it's like period correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Anything you do to it will just sort of appreciate the value in that respect. You know what I mean? It's a lovely car. I'd like to own lots more really expensive cars like that. I sell
Yeah.
cars and houses and stuff, but I like guitars.
Oh, cool. What do you think's better when you're playing the finger or the pick? I always call it a pick. I don't know if that's a proper word for it, but
Yeah, I use both really. I use the pick and the rest of my fingers at
yeah.
which is called like hybrid technique when you do that. So you've got
Okay.
fingers as well.
Yeah.
Quite a lot in sort of country and rock and roll. You know what I mean? That's kind of southern way of playing.
That's it, yeah. I think you get a lot more different sounds from it, more rich tones, don't you?
Yeah, I think probably when I learned, I played with the pick, and then I did the finger picking, and then at some point it's a pain in the arse if you want to do both. So I learned to finger pick while I had a pick, and now if I don't have a pick and I finger pick, my thumb's a bit rubbish with it, so I'm used to just doing. So I just do that. Both.
Oh, cool. That's really good, that, because I always found it awkward switching between the two. So I'm trying to find the best techniques to use.
Just keep hold of it because if you got your thumb and your first finger, you still got three other fingers to use.
Okay.
And the pick, that's four, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
just keep trying with it.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh, we've been trying the one was learning a ukulele.
Oh yeah.
My eldest was, so she's been practicing with that. She's got a few songs, and now they're all singing. So the one says, oh, I want to get into music, but not singing. I'm going to do guitar or something. So I think keep going and watching everyone singing and playing. It
The thing is with singing,
good.
you don't have to buy an instrument. You still have to learn it like an instrument. It's not. I mean, people say, "Oh, I can't sing," but unless you've sort of really almost like trained yourself and practiced, well, of course you can't sing. No one could. I couldn't sing. I mean,
Yeah.
I only sing because it's cheaper than paying a singer. I'm not the best singer in the world. There's much better singers than me. I know loads of people that I do. If I got a singer, I'd have to. And you know, I was always the guy that played in other people's bands like Johnny Earl, Greggy G, or whatever, and I did the harmony singing.
Yeah.
Maybe I sang a tune to give him a break, and then when Greg packed up, Johnny went back to the theatre. I just sort of I decided it was time to do my own thing, really, because then also if someone else is getting all your gigs, you're not really in control of that. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Besides, they don't want to do it anymore. Or so if you're in charge of that, you're booking the gigs, then you're working when you want to work, and on your sort of conditions almost. Although people I get to come and play with me, I treat them the same, give them the same money. I don't take any more money for organising stuff, but I think in the end, it was just, well, I think Nigel said to me, the drummer said to me, well, you sing all right. You sing this, it's it's economical to have someone that plays an instrument to sing rather than
Yeah.
paying an upfront. So in this climate, especially. So I'm a singer by accident, really. I'm just a guitar player. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's always sounded good when you sang it when we've seen you, and I've heard other comments.
If you've sung a lot over the years on stage, you get a technique with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all that. I mean, I know some amazing singers. Johnny Earl in his day was great. Mark Keeley, what a lovely voice. Bill from the King Cats. They're all.
Nice.
My mate Phil, who was in the Chargers, so they're wonderful singers. I wouldn't put myself in that category, but I can
Okay.
sing and belt it out, and it works.
Yeah.
If you've got three people to pay rather than five people to pay, it's easier. The more people you have, the harder it is to take that on the road
Yeah.
for everybody to make it worthwhile. So the thing is, at the end of the day, like I said, you play for the people, you don't play for the money.
Yeah.
But the money makes it possible. Do you know what I mean? Because you have to pay to get there. You have to get new tires for your car. You have to put strings on your guitar. Do you know what I mean? That's all the money is. It's for all the rest of the hassle. It's not for the music. The music's,
That's it.
you know what I mean?
And it's all the time as well, isn't it? 'Cause you got to make sure everyone's free at the same time and everything.
If you're just thinking about for the money, then you're doing music for like the wrong reasons. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Money is just part of things, isn't it?
Makes
And
things easier, but
maybe
it's
I
not
did
the
think
goal, is it?
them by now. By the time I make any money, I'll be too old to enjoy it.
Oh, bless.
Getting
But
I'm
the
not
kids are getting to see you all the time, though, which is nice. So,
really want money as long as I've got what I need. I don't really care. You know what I mean?
that's and it,
Roll, isn't it?
yeah. And at least you get to do a lot of the performances, like you said, for the dementia things and
Oh,
things like that close to you.
well, I only started that probably back in November. That's done really well, like to the point that I end up turning stuff down if it's too late in the day. Because obviously my daughter's severely disabled and that, so that takes up quite a bit of time. So,
Yeah.
she goes to Shady Heritage, which is a specialist sort of centre school 3 days a week. So that, my son's at school down the road, so that's really the time to be sort of doing that when they're not here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you get into, and she does have carers in twice a day, but even so, my son's like got ADHD, so he's quite lively. So really, I could be doing a lot more care homes than I am doing already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good to spread it out so you're there for them, isn't it?
That's what I mean. Just sorting out your own work. You do it on your own schedule, don't you? Around your family and around whatever else you've got going on. Do you know what I mean?
That's I think that's probably the most rewarding part of it for you, isn't it? So you can
Yeah,
do both.
and it's a nice situation to be in. I've been in situations in the past where I've worked day job and gigged or worked a number of jobs, still had no money. Like when my adult kids were young after uh, mum and I divorced. Do you know what I mean? Things
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, it is sort of nice in that respect. That's the balance of life. You know what I mean?
That's and you get to enjoy things like the beach.
Yeah, well, this is why we live here. Do you know what I mean? The river joins the sea, so there's a harbour and boats and
Oh, nice.
sea, especially on a sunny day like this. And they've spent a lot of money redoing the seafront, so there's a lot of, there's a splash pad for the kids. They've redone the park, so it's got a lot of accessible sort of play stuff for disabilities for the kids. They've
Yeah.
changing places, which is like a specialist place where you can hoist your child around
Oh,
bed and like sort them out for personal care and stuff. So they have invested a lot of money here,
oh, great.
and it's lovely up there now.
Oh, that's nice.
Try and get up there a bit more this year. It's only about a mile and a half. There's disabled parking there, so
Oh, that's easy enough, isn't it? When you can
a
get
little
close.
for walking. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
it.
like a 40-minute walk. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God, yeah. You don't want to be doing too much.
Get there, he won't come back.
Oh, we're too far from the beach. We're about an hour and a half, so it's a bit too far. We're like, no.
A mile and a half, definitely.
Yeah,
But beach is always a good sort of place to be.
that's our closest at the moment is Blackpool and Rill. We're like between the two.
Yeah,
They're our closest points at the minute. Beforehand, it was Aberystwyth because we was more Wales way.
yeah. I was confused whether you were Wales or up north, to be honest.
Yeah, we were in Shropshire, so we was on the border of Welsh Pool, so border of Wales. Now we've moved back up, so we're like more Telford way now.
Okay, yeah. I've got
So
my knowledge of Wales. Obviously, the places you go when you're a musician are like Cardiff, Newport, West Wales, into there. I mean, my auntie was from somewhere up in North Wales on a farm, but I never went up there.
okay,
See, my auntie was from
where was that?
Anglesey, but I've never been there
Okay,
before. But uh, yeah, so I don't know. North Wales, I don't really know.
there's some nice places up there, like Llandudno. You have to try there. That's
Yeah,
quite nice.
part of the world. Lovely people as well. Whenever I've been to Wales, they are lovely people.
Yeah, they're really friendly. That's what we noticed when we lived on the border. Everyone was really helpful.
Yeah,
But
brilliant.
we come back be closer to family. We got more family this way.
Yeah, that's fair enough. They do some good rock and roll stuff up in Blackpool, don't they, as well?
Yes.
Venture Away weekends to a Black weekender. They're a really good weekender company.
Oh, are they?
I think their weekends are really good. I don't know prices and that, but they've got like on Facebook Venture Away weekends worth having a look. But I know
Oh,
they
lo-
Blackpool.
okay.
Played it yet. We played for them in Weymouth. It looks like a really grand kind of good weekender to go to.
Yeah. I'll have to try and look for some because I know we go to some of the places and some of them just play the music really loud to the point you can't even
Mm.
talk, can you? But with like Yarmouth, it was quite nice because you can still like enjoy your company, but enjoy the performance and everything at the same time. So it's trying to find that balance, isn't it, when you go out?
Yeah. Well, they always have really fantastic sound crew on the Elvis weekend. I'm not sure which company it is they use, but the equipment and the quality of the sound, you know, because it's always a bit, like when you're just doing a club gig or whatever, you're doing your own sound. Yeah, I set it up next to me.
Yeah,
It sounds good. That's good. But sometimes when you're giving that control to someone else,
yeah,
not always a good thing. But up at that festival, the sound is always fantastic. The equipment's amazing. Going to sound better than any sound I could ever get with what I've got.
oh,
Do have the best of the sound crews up at the Elvis festival for sure.
yeah.
It's always
And
gets video of you playing at that one because
that's
you
it.
know what I mean.
It's a good one. We'll have to check out the weekenders. You'll probably have to like put some like links up at the bottom of the chat and then we can try and get some people linking onto them, try and get into some of them because I think it's nice to get that entertainment industry still going. 'Cause as you said, it weren't as busy with COVID, was it? And it's just picking back up a bit.
Yeah, it's been different COVID, hasn't it? I don't know if just things are tight money wise for people or just people got a bit used to staying in and changed their priorities, but it hasn't come back like it was before. And I think everyone would agree, whatever however busy they are or otherwise, I think everybody would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like what it was sort of 8 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of people, like you said, I think it's that used to, oh, we can stay in and get these in and we'll watch it on the telly. There's a lot of that now, isn't there?
You can watch anything you like on the telly, can't you? There's millions of things on the telly. It's really cheap to stay at home and drink. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but
Yeah.
cheap, aren't they, at the supermarket? They're really expensive, like if you go to stuff, and then you got to buy a ticket, and all the time your energy's more, your fuel's more, your bills are more. So it's difficult for people to get out. People are tired from working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they save up and go out less often to a bigger event, or I don't know.
It'd be nice to still get the interest though, because the performance, it's the atmosphere that you miss out on. That's the only thing, isn't it?
Some places are busy, it's hit and miss. Last night where we played last night with my local band, it was rammed. There was
Oh,
people,
bro.
there was beer all over the floor. It was a retreat the gear at one point away from just coming closer and closer. Great. Uh,
Oh, nice.
some of the rock and roll clubs are struggling with numbers, and so if people can get out and support those, because a lot of them have closed down.
Yeah.
More people that can support their local clubs, that's better because that's really the grassroots of it all. The weekenders are lovely,
Yeah.
but do the weekenders started doing the club circuit, and really, I love the clubs. They're really great gigs, and
Oh.
people to keep going out and supporting them. And then when a club closes down on their last night, everybody goes to it. But by then it's difficult. I mean, people aren't getting any younger, are they?
Yeah.
Not as many people to go around. There's a lot more events than there used to be. There's a lot more choice. It's tricky. Hopefully, it'll all keep going for a good while yet.
I hope so. I think it's just everyone spreading the word as to how good everything is and,
Yeah.
try and spreading it really, isn't it?
I mean, even people that aren't into rock and roll, right? If they see a live rock and roll band, everybody loves it. There's no one that dislikes live rock and roll.
Yeah.
When people are there, they're loving every minute of it, even if they didn't expect to be there or whatever. It's good time music, and it's music that no one dislikes. Everybody enjoys. So I think it'll be around for a long time to come.
It's like kids, they absolutely loved it and they love so many different style of songs from
Sure.
Japanese to gorillas and all that sort of stuff, and rock, and it's a big range. And then as soon as they heard it, they was like, "Oh, this is really good. I really do like this." So it's nice. It just hits everybody, don't they?
Yeah, you can't go wrong, especially on a gig, because it's good time music. I mean, it's nice to, I listen to some hillbilly, some country stuff. It's nice to listen to some serious stuff, and it's nice to have music for relaxing. But when you're out at a gig, that's sort of good time music. Everybody wants to dance. That's what really makes a night,
That's
at rock and roll. You know,
oh, it's great. I
it becomes like it's not just a music or putting on a certain way of dressing to go out. Like for most of us, it's like it's how we live. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Where like wear a leather jacket or and we live it. It's how we are all the time.
that's
For a lot of people who are around the country that are into it. Uh,
yeah, they'll get into it.
bikers or Teds or rockabillys. All different extensions of the same thing, really. But it is sort of a lifestyle, 24/7.
Yeah. I think for me, I was into Greece and that when I was younger. So I
Okay.
like seeing the cars and everything when I was there because I'm like, oh yeah, that's like that. It's the whole thing for me, get into it all.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good car shows as well. I think that's getting harder because, like, there's all sort of red tape with councils and stuff, so they're getting harder to put on. But there's still quite a few about.
Yeah,
Great too. All these things are getting more difficult to do. The Enfield pageant and motoring, that was a good one, but that became more difficult because of the ULEZ and taking the old cars in. Yeah, it's a shame stuff like that.
yeah,
So we need to keep it all going. The clubs, the car shows, all the stuff. Some of it's mixed. Some of it does really well, and some of it struggles now.
yeah. It's always like you said, it's hit and misses to the crowd, isn't it? How much advertisement as well.
That's really difficult when there's 4 or 5 events on, and there's only so many people to go around. That's a difficult thing because where are people going to go? Do you know what I mean?
That's
But
someone's just commented and gone,
there's
good
some.
interview, lot of truth to what you're saying. That's from Adrian.
Oh, hi, Adrian. Adrian.
Yeah, often, yeah.
Yeah. Adrian runs a club over near Polegate, Rocking at the Reeds. He's just moved. He ran it's called Polegate Rock and Roll at the old venue. Lovely guy, great DJ, runs a great club. We'll be back there next year.
Oh,
We were
great.
there last year and the year before, so having a year off from that club and back. But that's a great club to support if you're down in Sussex. That is.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
It's
So,
definitely nice to get some more people into it, and we'll have to try and find some of the other ones. Means it's not on in Yarmouth. We'll have to find all the weekender ones and try and get
yeah,
down to some.
there's definitely some stuff up near you in Blackpool, and like I say, venture away weekends. I'm
Oh,
sure
brilliant.
clubs up there. I mean, I don't get as I do get up there to rock and roll clubs, but obviously I don't do as many up there. They've got a lot of bands up north. If anything, there's more happening up there than there is down south. There always has been. You know,
Yeah,
there's got to be some good nights, and it's worth having a look about.
that's and I'll put I'll find out what that venue is. I'll write it onto this when I post it, so
Okay.
that hopefully if there is some more tickets for the ones down south that they can
Get
try and get a
Michael Burrows is the guy to speak to about tickets for that.
yeah.
And
Oh great, we'll try and get try and get more tickets done for it.
yeah,
Oh, I'll
I was doing quite well, I think.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Turkey's quite nice, though, so
Oh,
that should be a good night.
yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Definitely.
That's where my husband used to live.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to live in Paynton.
Nice part of the world. Yeah.
It's very sunny down there.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Somerset originally. I grew up in Somerset and it rains all the time.
Does it?
West Country, I would say. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's how I remember it. It's a beautiful place, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We seem to miss it here. Where we are, everyone will say, oh, it's really bad, and we just get a little bit of it about a day later, something like that.
Nice
Yeah.
weather here on the south coast. 'Cause, yeah, I think, as if you take a mix of the country, I think probably the warmest spot,
Yeah. Oh, sounds good.
It's a lovely place. I've been on the Sussex coast for 24 years now. Blimey.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I s- now spent just over half my life in this part of the world, so I consider myself a local to here now, really.
Yeah.
100%.
So,
It's a good
oh,
be.
it sounds like it's nice and more for the kids as well, what you were saying about the beach.
Yeah, it is good here for that, especially sort of with the redevelopment on the seafront. Great,
Oh, bro.
great.
What I'll do,
You there and you think, well, people go on holiday
yeah.
to come to do this, and we live here. What a great thing,
That's it. It's lucky that you get to do it all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you do and you don't choose where you live. You do choose where you live, really.
Yeah,
I mean, there are factors like work and family, but you can choose to, I guess, live at the seaside or live. It depends what you want from life, doesn't it?
that's
Lived in London. I know 10 years. I hated living in London myself personally.
yeah,
Love living in London. It's a bit busy for me. I don't like busy, quiet. So yeah,
yeah. Like it more chilled.
yeah, I enjoy the quiet life.
That's
But yeah, I'm not that interesting really.
it's alright.
You don't,
We
you know.
prefer it quiet. That's
Yeah,
why we liked it done this way. It's nice and chilled and just relaxed. Especially when we was up near Wales, that was really relaxed.
when you got family, and then you got to think about where your kids are as well. Haven't you? You know,
That's
they'll probably get really bored. You know,
well,
They go,
in our last place, our last place we only had a village hall, and that was it for about an half hour.
yeah, yeah,
So it's better where we are now. There's shops and everything, so they're well happy.
yeah. That's better, isn't it? If
That's
they're wanting to do something,
yeah, you do need stuff close to you. It's good to have that peace, but you just need something that you can actually get to as well.
100%.
Oh, but I'll let you enjoy the sun while it's still out because we've still got it bright.
Yeah, nice one. Uh,
Oh, but it's
Good.
been lovely talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
That's all right.
Good.
We'll see if we can get some people at them weekenders.
Yeah, always. I just say to people, just support live rock and roll, all of it, whatever you can get to.
That's
The clubs and the sort of grassroots stuff, really, because like if when that stops, then in time that'll have a knock-on effect on all the bigger events now because there'll be nowhere for bands to start out and
that's
get older bands are retiring. You need the younger people to come in. They need somewhere to play and get noticed, and you know what I mean.
yeah. They need to start somewhere, don't they?
I mean, I'm one of the younger people, and that's a funny thing because I ain't young, but you think, well, at some point, 10, 20 years, are you going to want to travel around the country? Someone else's turn to do it.
Yeah,
Those places to be there, really, and for the music to carry on.
that's for it to keep
I'm
growing.
sure it will. Rock and
Oh,
roll,
that's and the more I think a lot of younger people do like it as well, so I think it will keep going.
yeah. Oh, rock and roll will always, it'll never die out.
That's I'll
Things
just keep
change,
going.
but it won't die out. Never.
No, there's a lot just keeps coming back. All the songs and everything just keeps coming back.
You can't argue with good songs, can you?
No, that's
You
it.
know, there's a lot of music that will be forgotten very quickly. You know,
Yeah,
round that no one will remember in 10, 20 years. But people are 20-year-olds know the word bloody.
that's it.
That will always be the case. You know.
It just keep you, no matter who you speak to, they'll always go, "Yeah, I've heard of that one." But when you talk about the songs, it's like, I don't know that one.
Know the names. Everyone knows Elvis. They might not know the names of Eddie Cochran, but then they know the songs. When you play them in a place where sort of it's more sort of what we call normals, not rock and roll people. You start playing back songs, stuff. Even Carl Perkins, they start singing along. They know the songs.
Yeah,
They know rock around the clock stuff. Like everyone knows that stuff, even if they don't. They're young and they don't really know who wrote it or recorded it. Do you know what I mean? So it'll always be around, 100%.
that's they just recognise the tune as soon as the first few notes are playing. It's like, it's that one.
Exactly that.
I know my mum and dad was well happy when they were sitting down. They was doing all the little movements with the hands.
That's it.
So it brings everybody together. I think it's good for
Yeah.
just everyone.
That's what music's for, isn't it? Bringing people together, making people happy. That's what it's all about.
That's
Great force in the world. I think
it,
that. You know.
it is. It's really good because I think everyone gets that night to enjoy, and then you keep on thinking about it after, and you feel inspire people, or they'll want to go and watch more. But either way, it always has like an effect on everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
I know these these love music, so they were well enjoying it, and I saw a lot of younger families there as well, and they were all into it. So it's always good. It keeps it
Yeah,
ongoing.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, well, we'll get some links on, and what I'll do is this interview, I'll pop it on YouTube, and then you can
I,
share it and that. So
I might do. I won't watch. I won't watch myself. You know what I mean? Who does
it's all right.
that? Sure, some Paul McCartney probably does that. I don't.
Your kids will probably like it.
Yeah, they might find it one day.
I know if it's like mine, these laugh at me. So they watch mine and they laugh at me. I laugh at myself anyway. So I don't tend to, when I'm doing the interviews, I
Never
tend
take,
to,
yeah, never take yourself too seriously in life. I think that's an important thing.
that's, it's like on my first, I think, first couple of interviews, it zoomed right into my face. And
Okay.
I was like, all you could see was like the top half of my head. And I was like, oh, well, it don't
Run up
matter.
nostrils or something.
That's it.
Your ear roll.
Yeah. The main thing is people could hear it and they could hear the conversation. And I think as long as, everyone's having a good time and everyone's enjoying it, that's the main thing.
That is the main thing. Yeah.
So, same with the music. Just got to hear it, even if they can't see it, because they're set right at the back of the club. You can hear it, feel it. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just good.
Yeah. Definitely. 100%.
All right, well, I'll let you go and enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Chat with you soon.
Well, I'll let you know when it's on YouTube. I'll send you the link.
One.
All right. Been great chatting with you. See you later.
Cheers.
Bye. Ciao.